I just finally found out why running OEM coolant is really important. Um, so I was running engine ice in this for like 3 years after I bought it, and the radiator was bad. Um, because, it was advertised it's way cheaper. It's cheaper, it's more effective, it's better for the environment, all that. Um, and so a few months ago, my water pump went. And specifically, the mechanical seal had worn out and was wearing on the impeller shaft. Okay, whatever. The thing's almost 20 years old. And I go down to the Honda dealership and I get some HP coolant because I'm like, well, nothing wrong with OEM coolant. And I'm just reading the back just now. And you can pause this if you would like. But basically, right where it says note, the problem that other coolants have is, so basically some coolants aren't designed to work in aluminum motors at all. I'm sure that's not the case with like engine ice, but like probably a lot of automotive coolants for like trucks and stuff that use certain silicates are corrosive against aluminum. I didn't know that. So you can't just pour cheap automotive antifreeze in these motors or you'll ruin the inside of your coolant passages and the entirety of your radiator probably. And then the other thing is that even some coolants that are designed for aluminum motors are not designed for the certain types of mechanical water pump seals that Hondas have. And so I ran it for a while and I didn't check my water pump ever because I wasn't overheating once I put my new radiator in. And basically now I'm like, okay, well, did that fail because I was running non-OEM? I don't have any engine ice left to like look at the bottle. But someone who has engine ice kicking around, you should look at the bottle and see if it has, we'll pause and just see if it has what this is talking about. Silicate inhibitors to protect against aluminum corrosion. However, the abrasiveness of silicates may cause premature wear to mechanical water pump seals. Honda engineers demanded a complete corrosion inhibitor without silicates. The result is found inside this bottle. So I don't know if this is just a Honda thing or if this is to all sport quads or any liquid-cooled 4-stroke dirt bike or 4-wheeler. I don't know, because I don't really know much about water pumps and how other OEMs do it. Really interesting, though. I thought I would share why it's important to run OEM stuff. In a similar note, I've also been running Pro Honda GN4. I know it's not the HP4. This stuff is like 3 times more expensive than the synthetic oil I put in my truck. I'm running 530 because it's 10 degrees out right now, and it's going to be 10 degrees out for the next 3 months of my life. So she's getting some 530, and there'll be a little 1030 in there too to top it off. But this is also really important because, and this is a little bit more well known, but any automotive oil is not rated for transmissions, and it's not rated for clutches especially. Transmissions obviously need a much more viscous fluid inherently, and so that's why like 2-stroke transmissions use very heavy fluid sometimes, oil, or they just use like diesel motor oil. 4-stroke motorcycle oil is doing a lot of work because it needs to lubricate a high performance top end, but it also needs to lubricate a very tightly fit transmission. As well, it needs to lubricate and absorb the wear of the friction discs on your clutch. And basically, it needs a special blend. It needs, I think, molybdenum, or there's some other chemical or something that automotive oils don't have. That those motor oils don't have it because it messes with the emission systems. If any oil burns, it gets into the catalytic converters it can mess up your emissions. And they just don't generally need them because it's not lubricating a transmission as well. So that's why it's really important to run actual ATV motor oil. Some guys will swear by different brands. I'm like, why not go OEM? Honda fluids and any Japanese fluids are just really, really top of the line. I mean, this stuff is like $20 a quart or something, or like, no, this is like $10 or $15 a quart. And then, whereas I'm paying like $5 or $7 a quart for GM certified stuff for my pickup truck, full synthetic. And then to go to the HP4 full synthetic, it's like $28 a quart where I am. I had some mix oil, some like 50-50 blend, and the HP4M, and that stuff is great. Also really, really expensive. And this motor, I believe this thing came out before HP4 was even a thing, and it's like, it doesn't need it. It will probably like it, but it doesn't need it. But it definitely does need specific, at least ATV specific fluids. Probably you want to stick to OEM. It's readily available with these machines, you know, like Honda and Yamaha and whoever else, whatever other ATV manufacturer. Most of these manufacturers have really good dealership infrastructure, and there's oil everywhere in this country and all across the world, versus going to like, you have to go online for most other brands of oil. That's my spiel. That's what I learned today. Hope somebody else learned something.